Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for this Nexford Virtual Tour. I apologize for the delay. I was just having some technical difficulties, but I'm glad to have started the call now and super excited to see that we have 7 attendees already. So I want to say a warm welcome to Emmanuel, Esther, Francis, Kelvin, Maureen, and Tatenda. Thanks for taking the time for joining this virtual tour today. I'd like to wait just another minute or two for more people to join us, but in the meantime, I would love for you guys to introduce yourselves on chat. If you can please let me know a little more about yourselves. Where in the world are you joining me from today, and which Nexford program do you wish to apply to? All right, I see hellos already in the webinar chat. My name is Emmanuel, and I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Great to meet you, Emmanuel. Thanks for joining us today. We have a lot of learners from Nigeria, as well as 110 countries around the world right now. So I'm super excited for you to join us as well in this virtual tour. Hello, Tatenda. You're joining from Zimbabwe, and you would like to do Masters in Data Analytics. That's a great choice. Our Master of Science in Data Analytics is definitely one of the popular ones. I'm going to be doing a little overview on that program today as well. Fantastic to hear from you guys. All right. Let me stop my screen sharing for a second here. So I want to remind everybody that this webinar is being recorded. So you can ask for a playback once it's uploaded on our YouTube channel. And I'll start sharing my screen again shortly, and we can officially start the Nexford Virtual Tour. I'm not too sure that more people are going to join us for now, so I think we've waited long enough. I see another hello here from Jibonu, or Jibuno, Kelvin, joining from Nigeria, Lagos. Thanks so much for joining today. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, so let me start by introducing myself to everybody. My name is Mai Elkelish, and I'm a senior Nexford application specialist. I have been with Nexford for more than 5 years now. And during that time, I've spoken with many aspiring learners such as you guys who have had many questions about Nexford University and our programs and what we have to offer, as well as how the online learning experience is different from other online universities. I get common questions like, how can I access the materials that I need to study online at Nexford? Am I going to feel alone during my Nexford program? Am I going to be able to connect with other learners? What types of support do I receive as a Nexford learner? What kind of learner benefits do I have? And so much more. So I'm sure you've come today with your own set of questions. I want to encourage everybody to drop their questions in the Q&A box or the Q&A segment in their Zoom application to ensure that I get to your questions towards the end of the webinar. So this will be the agenda for today's short virtual tour. I'll try to keep this short. Normally this webinar can go on for half an hour up to 45 minutes. So I hope you've dedicated that amount of time for this virtual tour. It is being recorded, so you can watch a playback on our YouTube channel. If you do want the recording after the webinar is over, just reach out to our team on WhatsApp or send us an email at help@nexford.edu. So we've started with our welcomes to everybody. I'll be talking a little bit about Nexford University because I know that sometimes people join these calls and they've yet to do proper research about Nexford University. Perhaps this is your first touch point with Nexford. Perhaps I'm the first Nexford application specialist you've spoken to. So I'm happy to do an overview about Nexford University to tell everybody more about us and what we have to offer and the different programs and how to get started. We also offer scholarship programs at Nexford, partial scholarships. So I'll be talking about that briefly as well. And like I mentioned, I'll be taking questions at the end of this webinar. So please prepare your questions. I'll do my best to answer all of them and help you with any questions you have about anything related to Nexford University. All right, so let's start by talking a little bit about Nexford. So Nexford is designed for a global audience looking to build in-demand skills while earning recognized and accredited credentials. We have reimagined what a modern university experience looks like. We've torn down the walls of the traditional campus and we've designed a modern learning experience that is 100% online. By leveraging technology, we deliver world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. And our programs are future-focused and competency-based, which enables you to build practical skills you will use to get ahead in your career. So a little brief about why learners choose Nexford University. So like I mentioned, Nexford is designed for online learning. Nexford was created as an online university from the very beginning. We didn't start as a traditional university and then move online. We built everything with the global learner in mind, and we designed our programs specifically for the online space. We are relevant and flexible in that we want the skills learners gain to always stay relevant, so we regularly update and adjust our courses to meet industry needs. Flexibility is also key. Some learners finish a course in 1 month, while others can take 2 months to complete a course. It's really up to you because we know that everybody learns at their own pace. So there is a flexible pace structure that we practice at Nexford. I'm happy to talk more about it. So learners can finish faster, or slower depending on their pace. And there are fixed deadlines, of course, for assignments and submissions and so on that you still need to meet. But everybody can finish faster if they have the time and the ability to do so. Of course, we are licensed and accredited. To confer degrees in the United States, a university must first be licensed, and Nexford is licensed in Washington, D.C. by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, which is HELC for short. We're also accredited by the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, which is the DEAC for short, which means we have gone through a rigorous process to meet high standards for quality education. And finally, building connections. So we believe learning should be a community experience. At Nexford, learners connect with each other and with our faculty to create a supportive network. It's about building a global community where everyone can learn and everyone can grow together. So just a little more on accreditation, because I know this is one of the common questions that we get. Like I mentioned, to become a university in the United States, the first step is to get licensed. And we are licensed in Washington, D.C. by HELC, which allows us to confer degrees. HELC is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. Accreditation is also a critical part of the process. It's what gives learners and their families that extra layer of confidence. We went through a rigorous process with the DEAC to meet their high standards, and we earned our accreditation within just 4 years, which is pretty remarkable for a new university. Our degrees are recognized and valued worldwide. This strong foundation lets us continue building new programs to support learners everywhere. So aside from being accredited by the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, the DAC is important to note that it's listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, which is CHIA for short. DEAC accreditation certifies that Nexford is legitimate and can provide high-quality education that meets U.S. online university standards. It also means, and this will be good news for everyone, is it'll be easier for you to use Nexford credentials to enroll in programs at other institutions or to transfer credits to another university. All right, let's do an overview about the programs that we have at Nexford and to talk a little bit about how we built our curriculum. So we created our programs using what we call a workforce alignment model, or WAM for short. This means that our programs are designed to be forward-looking, ensuring they include the skills employers are actively seeking. And to do this, we not only conduct in-depth research, but also work with a global advisory board. Our advisory board, made up of industry experts, help us identify the most important skills for today's workforce, and we meet with them several times a year to review new programs and suggest updates to existing ones. For example, when we recently revamped our BBA degree program, which is our Bachelor of Business Administration degree program, their insights played a big part in shaping those changes. So our goal has always been to help learners connect with the careers that they want, and that's why we offer a range of programs to suit different needs. Master's degrees. Our flagship program is the MBA, but we've also introduced new programs like the Master of Science in Data Analytics, the Master of Science in Digital Transformation, and the Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. The MS in Entrepreneurship is unique with 16 courses compared to 12 courses in our other master's programs. And then we have our bachelor's degree. Our BBA offers specializations in areas like AI, business analytics, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, so learners can focus on the fields that matters most to them. And then we also have short certificates and individual courses. For those that are not ready to commit to a full program, we offer short certificates with just 4 courses that can be completed in 4 to 6 months. You can even take individual courses if you want to focus on one specific topic. And it's important to note we also offer stacked credentials, which means if you want to just test out Nexford or you don't have the time or financial capability right now to commit to a full degree program, you can start small. You can start with a single course or a certificate and then build your way up to a degree eventually. So any courses you take or certificates that are already included in any of our degree programs, once you decide to commit to a full degree program, you're not going to be required to repeat those courses and certificates because you've already taken them, which means you can finish your degree programs faster. So when designing these courses, we've always had a strong foundation in business, but over time we've integrated technology and we've emphasized the importance of power skills like communication and teamwork, because having the knowledge is important, but knowing how to connect and work with others is just as critical for success. Okay, let's try to go briefly also through the programs. If anyone has questions about anything I have covered so far, please do not hesitate, like I mentioned in the beginning of the call, to just drop your questions in the Q&A section or the Q&A box to ensure that I get to your questions at the end of the webinar. All right, I see a message from Kelvin just a few minutes ago saying you're interested in global international business. That's fantastic. So we have a certificate in that. We also have a specialization in international business in our MBA degree program. So if you have further questions about that, please let me know. We are going to go through the graduate degrees first. So we will be talking a little bit more about this. Yeah, I see some questions being dropped in the webinar chat already. That's fantastic. Just ensure that not to, so I don't miss them. Please drop them also in the Q&A section. All right. Okay, sorry, let's talk about a Master in Business Administration or MBA degree program. You'll see some important information here on the screen. Please feel free to take a screenshot if you need to. I'll just talk briefly about it because I know we don't have a lot of time today. So the MBA at Nexford is a flexible and versatile degree with specializations like AI, cybersecurity, fintech and blockchain, and sustainability, designed to build both core knowledge and leadership skills for career advancement. It's highly project-based, focusing on real-world applications like creating international market entry strategies that incorporate global financial, economic, and sustainability factors. So who should take an MBA? People who might want to be an analyst, a VP, a managing director, a chief operations officer, a CEO. It's a very versatile degree, as you can see. And then we have our Master of Science in Digital Transformation. Our MSDT at Nexford is another flexible hands-on degree that's designed to prepare professionals to lead innovation and drive business value in today's tech-driven world. With specializations in AI, cybersecurity, innovation, and technology management, it equips learners with the skills to solve real-world problems and stay ahead in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. This program is highly project-based as well, focusing on practical applications like developing AI-driven tools to improve healthcare efficiency and operations. It's all about learning by doing and applying technology to create real impact. So who should take the MSDT? It's ideal for aspiring CIOs, innovation managers, technology strategists, or anyone looking to lead technology enablement in their organization. If you want to drive innovation and transform your organization, this degree is for you. And the program curriculum includes an integrated CompTIA certification preparation courses, as you can see at the top right here in red. So Network Plus, Security Plus, Project Plus, which become accessible after reaching the halfway point of your program without any extra charges. These courses can be accessed through both Canvas, which is the learning management system that we use. I will be showing this to you a little later on, and can be accessed by on my NXU platforms. So CompTIA is the world's most trusted certifying body of IT professionals. They are the largest vendor-neutral credentialing program for technology workers. CompTIA has awarded more than 2.5 million certifications in areas such as cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, and technical support. You'll also be getting CompTIA certification in your MSDA. So our Master of Science in Data Analytics is what I want to talk about next. Data is at the core of everything that we do, and this program is designed to equip learners with the essential skills needed to thrive in today's data-driven world. You'll gain expertise in machine learning, data visualization, modeling, and mining, while also covering important topics like law, ethics, and how to communicate effectively. Throughout the program, you'll work on projects like creating data visualization narratives that help guide strategic decision-making and transforming complex data into compelling reports and stories. Plus, you'll have the opportunity, like I mentioned, to also earn this CompTIA certification, which will help add even more value to your learning experience. Finally, we have our Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. So our MSE is a dynamic and forward-thinking program that's designed for both aspiring entrepreneurs and those looking to lead or scale established businesses. It covers essential skills like product design, marketing strategy, and scaling an organization, along with innovative seminar courses that focus on soft skills such as communication and leadership. Students will work on practical projects, including building a product roadmap that connects business strategy to commercial success. This program is perfect for anyone looking to enhance their strategic insight, leadership abilities, and overall effectiveness as a business leader. So this is suitable for those that want to be a founder or are currently a founder or a director of product or CRO. So if anyone has questions about these, please drop them in the Q&A section so I can get to them at the end. All right, finally, we'll talk about our Bachelor of Business Administration degree program. Our BBA degree program has been redesigned recently to be even more flexible for learners. We know that many people out there have already taken some courses or gained skills, so we allow you to transfer up to 50% of your credits into the program. This way, you don't need to retake classes for skills you already have. And while bachelor's degrees typically take 4 years, at Nexford you can finish in 3. And we're really excited about how these changes make earning a degree more accessible and practical. So, such as with any program at Nexford, you can finish faster or slower. And if with the BBA, I know I mentioned it can take 3 years. It can take precisely, I believe, about 28 months if you want to finish faster, and you can take up to 2 courses in every term. A term at Nexford is 2 months. The BBA degree program is also very flexible in that you can graduate with up to 4 different specializations. So we've revamped the curriculum in a way that allows you to combine certain courses to take more than one specialization. So you won't complete the BBA just with a general BBA. If you want, you can graduate with up to 4 different specializations. All right, the admission process at Nexford. First, I want to talk about the scholarship opportunity. I know this is an exciting one for everybody, and it's a common question I get is if we do offer partial scholarships. So eligible applicants can apply for a partial scholarship depending on the program that you're applying for. The percentage of the scholarship varies depending on the country that you're currently based in, as well as the program that you've chosen. And learners must meet admission requirements for their chosen Nexford program. So for eligibility, successful admission into your chosen program is necessary. And I'll be talking about the documents required and how a typical application goes at Nexford in the next slide. But of course, approval from our scholarships team, our scholarship committee is going to review your application. So we have a scholarship form that you can fill to express your interest in receiving a scholarship offer from Nexford. Just fill this scholarship form, and hopefully if you get a successful scholarship application decision, then you can, complete your application process at Nexford. So our scholarships only apply to our Master of Science degree programs and our MBA degree programs. So all of our master's programs, as well as our BBA degree program. They do not apply for the single courses or the short certificates. Okay, our admission requirements at Nexford. For all of our degree programs, applicants for enrollment into Nexford degree programs will be reviewed by our admissions team, and in most cases, we require submission of official transcripts that is sent from your previous institution. So we only consider it to be an official transcript if your previous institution sends it to Nexford directly. We allow you up to 60 days from your chosen program start date to provide us with any missing documents, specifically the transcript, the official transcript from your previous institution, as well as proof of English proficiency. So I'll be talking about that in the bottom area here. But let's next talk just about the certificates and single courses. For these, you do not need to submit an application or pay the one-time $25 application fee for an application. We offer direct registrations for these, so you can enroll directly for our single courses, and learners submit the required documents outlined below, and you can complete registration and payment online to get started immediately. So all applicants, regardless of what you're applying to, you must provide these following documents, which is a government-issued identification. So this can be your passport or your national ID card. It can be your driver's license. It could be a birth certificate along with a photo of yourself, and it can be a voter's card as well. We also require a passport quality photo, and then an official transcript, official records of prior education, and then, like I mentioned, proof of English proficiency. But if English was the main language of instruction in your previous school, we can waive this requirement for you. So your transcript will suffice to prove that you're proficient in English. For degrees, for our graduate programs, like our MBA and our MSDA, what is required in terms of previous education is a bachelor's degree from an accrediting university in a business or related field. And if you do not have this, then we might require you to take a business fundamentals course prior to degree enrollment for our MBA. For the MSDA, we would require you to take a statistics course prior to degree enrollment. For the MSDT, our Master of Science in Digital Transformation, we need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university in IT, business, or a related field. If you do not have this, then you simply need to take a Foundations of Digital Transformation course prior to your degree enrollment. This will be the prerequisite. And then for our MSE, we just need our Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. We just need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university. For our undergraduate program, we need a high school diploma or a GED or an equivalent exam such as a HiSET or TASC, and valid copies of your official diploma and transcript in English. Finally, for certificates and courses, for the graduate programs, just a bachelor's degree from an accredited university. For the undergraduate, just a high school diploma, GED, or equivalent. So if you have further questions about this, please let me know as well in the Q&A chat. All right, finally, application steps. So the first thing we need to do is you need to review the admission requirements. I recommend going on our website or speaking with a Nexford application specialist to better understand these, and then submit your application at apply.nxu.nexford.edu. You can access this anytime, start your application. If you're not ready to complete it in one go, you can simply save your progress and exit, and it saves where you last, it'll remember where you were last on the application, and then you can continue from where you left off last time, and that's great. So there's no pressure to complete it in one go, but the application is quite straightforward. So once you've submitted your application, you need to pay the one-time $25 application fee. And then it can take 1 to 2 business days to receive an application decision from our admissions team. It might take longer if you have documents that need to be translated. We do offer in-house translations, or if there is some discrepancy in your documents, like your name is different in your ID compared to your name in your documents, your official transcript, things like that. So some things might delay your application, but if everything is clear, if you've understood and reviewed our admission requirements properly for the program that you've chosen to apply to, I don't see why you can't even receive a same-day decision. If your application is super clear, you can receive a decision from our admissions team right away. And once that's done, you can confirm your enrollment, you can sign the enrollment agreement, and choose a start date, and then start the program. I apologize for the date here, it's outdated, but you need to confirm your enrollment by January 28th, 2025. So that is the date, the enrollment deadline for our next intake. Our programs at Nexford start in the beginning of each month. So the next intake is February 1. That is the soonest that you can start studying with Nexford. You need to make sure to complete your enrollment on or before January 28th to ensure that you can join that intake. All right. Okay, next I want to talk briefly about positive learner outcomes from Nexford University, just alumni outcomes and surveys from graduates that studied with Nexford University. So I want to say that 96% of learners are now employed full-time across global companies. Other graduates, 80% of them got promoted. They received a promotion just within 18 months. 54% of our graduates got a salary increase within a year, with some earning up to 75% more. We also have 77% that confirm workplace alignment, that the degree skills matched their career goals. 84% of graduates currently are in roles from managers to C-suite. So that's leadership roles. And then 74% are now in innovation sectors. They're employed in ICT or finance or operation sectors. And finally, 98% of our alumni recommend Nexford University. So that is from our most recent alumni survey. Great. Let's have a look here at some of, I want to see if we've got a couple questions. I see that more participants have joined us. For anybody who has joined late, this webinar is being recorded, so you can ask for a playback from our team once it's done. I will be sharing my screen again to briefly talk about the online platform to give you a view of how the learning management system looks like, as well as some of the learner benefits that you receive, and then I will take some questions from everybody. All right. I see we've got some questions, so I'm excited to take those questions at the end of the webinar. All right. So what everybody's currently looking at is the main dashboard of our online learning platform at Nexford. The learning management system that we use is called Canvas. It is very user-friendly, and there is also a mobile application that you can download called Canvas Student. So everyone's welcome to download that today if they want to, but you're not going to be able to access the online platform until you get enrolled at Nexford. Only after you get enrolled, you get your login information through which you can access the online platform. And if you enroll early, you get early access, which means you'll have early access to the online platform, and you can have early access to all of the learner benefits before you even start your official program. So if anybody plans to enroll early this month before their February 1 start date, that would be a great idea, because you have enough time to complete the NXU orientation, as well as have access to all of the learner benefits. So what is NXU orientation? NXU stands for Nexford University, and the orientation course is a short course that tells you everything you need to know about the online platform, how to navigate through Nexford's learning platform. It'll give you access to all of the university policies and access the academic resources and services, and learn all about strategies for succeeding in online learning. So this is a short course that can be completed in as little as half an hour, so 30 minutes. It only has 4 modules, and you're not being graded for this course. It's sort of your welcome package once you get enrolled at Nexford, and it'll provide you with all of the knowledge and the tools you need to succeed in our online platform. So let's open up the introduction part here. Just want to ensure everybody is able to, yeah, there we go. So from the beginning, everybody gets a welcome video from our founder and our CEO, Fadel Al-Tarzi. I'd like to play this for everybody just for a few seconds.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not our graduates' fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadel Al-Tarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University. Expect.
All right, that is just a sneak peek for you guys. Hopefully you can watch this video in its entirety once you get enrolled at Nexford. But I do want to say that this video right here is a small example of the different and dynamic elements through which you're going to be doing your studying at Nexford. So it's not just going to be a lot of text. We don't want our learners falling asleep. You're going to find a mix of videos like these. You'll find embedded audio clips sometimes, downloadable resources, interactive exercises. There's always something to keep you engaged and to keep learning experiences fresh and dynamic. And for every video, there's a written transcript that you can download, which can be super useful for some of the modules within your program. And from the start, we encourage all learners to join our learner WhatsApp groups. It's a great way to get, introduced to the community. It's great to have a study buddy from the beginning of your program. We have learners from more than 110 countries around the world right now, which means you'll find WhatsApp groups that are country-specific, program-specific, or intake-specific. And if you do not find a WhatsApp group to your liking, you can always start your own WhatsApp group and share it with fellow learners to join. All right, and then there's an option also for you to get connected with a peer mentor. Peer mentors are current Nexford learners that are dedicated to making you feel welcome and help you get settled in the new learning environment. Just reach out to our success team to get paired up with a peer mentor. You can even be a peer mentor yourself a little later on in your program. So I mentioned Success Team. I will tell you more about them in a minute. But in the next part of this introduction part of the orientation course, we recommend that you post in the discussion forum. So we have discussion forums that are vibrant course boards and chats that are embedded within every course at Nexford. For the orientation course, however, the prompt that you're getting here is to just introduce yourself to the community, tell everybody more about yourself, why you joined Nexford, what your learning journey has been, more about your career. Some people love to share their LinkedIn profile and so on. Of course, I am not a Nexford learner, so this is a demo account. So you'll see the topic is closed for comments at the bottom here, but normally you would be able to see the different posts from different learners. You can drop posts here in the discussion forum. You can engage and reply and chat up with other Nexford learners. And then in the next part, you get access to all of the important policies and resources. You get access to the Nexford University knowledge base, the Learner Success Resource Center. You learn all about the different policies and so much more. So all of this is included in your orientation. And then you receive access to your courses. You get a little overview similar to what we're doing today. You have full control over the types of notifications that you receive, which you can control in your account area here, so you never miss out on any important reminders. And then how to get help. So I mentioned our success team. Our success team are comprised of success advisors that are posted all around the world, which allows you almost 24/7 access to chat with them. You can reach out to them on WhatsApp. They serve as your coach or your mentor throughout your Nexford program. So anything related to the online learning experience or your course or any type of assistance you need, the success team is the team you need to go to. So you can chat with them on WhatsApp. You can schedule a 1-hour session with them. You can, 1-hour call with them. You can instead schedule a call with a peer mentor, a fellow learner if you want. You can also, of course, email our success team. And for any technical difficulties, we also have a tech team or IT support team is who you can also reach out to for that. All right, so this is the NXU orientation. You can complete it once you get enrolled at Nexford and have access to the online platform. Other just, little, I guess, buttons here in the left side navigation pane, which follows you no matter where you go in the online platform. You'll see the calendar. There are items automatically added to your calendar depending on the courses that you are enrolled in, and they are color-coded. You can play around with your view here if you want to get organized and remove certain things from your view. You can click anywhere to add your own calendar event, add your own, to-do item. You can add more details, add a frequency, and so on. And this can be synchronized with your PC or your laptop or your mobile phone. And then we have the inbox, which is one of the easiest ways to also send a message to a fellow learner or a professor. Just select the course that you're enrolled in. Do you want to speak with a teacher or a student? Normally you get the option for both. Of course, here, again, this is a demo account, so I'm only being given the option is chat with myself here. Put a subject in a message and send, and it is that easy. There's also a live chat area within the actual courses. And then history will just take you back to the previous pages you accessed in Canvas to help you when you're studying. Perhaps you want to jump between pages and so on. But since we don't have a lot of time today, unfortunately, I do want to quickly talk about the learner benefits you get access to at Nexford. So one of that is the writing lab. This is not a course you choose to be enrolled in. It is a resource you always have access to throughout your learning journey. So when you open up the writing lab here, we know that not everybody is a natural born writer. And for the types of assignments you may be required to do at Nexford, you may need help in your academic writing, in grammar or paragraph structure, or so on. So this is really going to help elevate your writing with our cutting edge writing lab. So you'll see here tips on style guide. You'll see, you'll get access to expert guidance on how to master the latest techniques for ethical AI use in research and content creation, ensuring that your assignments shine. And like I mentioned, tips on paragraph structure and English grammar and so much more. Some of these are videos, some of these are papers that you can read. And again, if you need any further assistance, just reach out to a success advisor or our success team. Finally, there is also the NXU library. You open that here. So our NXU library is a robust library of over 60 million resources that covers so many different topics. You can explore this extensive online library that are packed with over 60 million resources. So that's packed with thousands and thousands of databases and articles and publications that are all accessible anytime, anywhere for no additional cost. This is already included in your Nexford program tuition. So this is the NXU library. We also have LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't heard of LinkedIn Learning, it is connected to LinkedIn. And normally you need a paid subscription to be able to access LinkedIn Learning courses, but this is also included in your Nexford tuition. So at no additional cost, you get access to over 16,000 LinkedIn Learning courses and videos. They can be about anything. Maybe you want to learn an additional skill next to your Nexford program. So it does not have to be related to the Nexford program that you are studying. But if perhaps you want it to be related to your Nexford program, the great thing is that we also have LinkedIn Learning courses that are already embedded within your Nexford curriculum. So within courses, you will be asked sometimes to take LinkedIn Learning courses already. So you will gain additional certificates that you can add to your CV or your resume. It's a great way to boost your resume and to sharpen your skills and to accelerate your career growth. And that is just one of our many career services at Nexford. That is LinkedIn Learning. If you are based in Africa, then you also get access to IBM Digital Nation Africa, or IBM DNA for short. And this is for those more interested in cybersecurity or programming or AI. And then we also have Forage. So Forage is already a free resource, but we partnered up with them also to give you suggestions. So we will drop suggestions for you for Forage programs to take within your Nexford courses as well. Forage is where you can get job simulations, but at real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture. You'll see HSBC here, for example, Bloomberg. Some of these are, big for beginners. Some are intermediate or advanced. They can take up to 4 to 5 hours, 5 to 6, and so on. And again, it's already included in your Nexford tuition. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills and build your confidence, giving you a competitive edge in the job market. And then you'll be ready to unlock your potential and achieve your goals. And you receive, of course, a certificate of completion as well once you do these job simulations. So these are just some of the many learner benefits. I think I'm ready to take questions now, since we have gone a little over time here, I know, but I'm excited to see the questions that we get from different learners. So let me pull up the Q&A here. All right, we have an anonymous attendee asking, does Nexford offer exemptions for professional exams after completing a degree or master's? For example, are you exempted some actuarial professional exams after completing a degree or master's? Okay, I'm trying to understand. I think you mean about like transferring credits, correct? Like if you have some experience previously. So we do offer an option to transfer credits to Nexford, but it is not based off just work experience. So it has to be that you had something equivalent to a master's degree previously with similar course credits that you can transfer. And once you do that, then you can, just enroll into our program and remove some courses from the program. In terms of, because it has to be a bachelor's degree or something equivalent to a bachelor's degree with business related, background or IT or so on, depending on the master's program that you apply to. So whichever you're applying to, this anonymous attendee, I recommend that you read up well on its admission requirements, because it's going to be very, very clear about what it's asking for you to use. Just reach out to a Nexford application specialist on chat or request a call from us, and then we can assist you further. If you have documents you just want our admissions team to review so we can check if it can provide you with an exception or it can allow you to enroll into our program directly. So just I recommend reaching out to us further. Okay, Francis Atoklo says, without a business background, can you still take the MBA FinTech and Blockchain program? Let me check. Hold on. Yes, for the MBA, yes, of course. Sorry, for any MBA degree, like all of our MBA degree programs, regardless of the specialization, the requirement for an MBA degree program is simply that you have a bachelor's degree. It needs to be in a business degree program. It needs to be, with a business background, yes. But if you don't have that, then you will just be asked to take our prerequisite course, which is our foundation course, to be able to then enroll into the MBA. So yes, even without a business background, you can still take our MBA in FinTech and Blockchain. You will just be asked to take our foundation course first. Ray Oku says, kindly share transferable credits for MSDT and stack certificate in NXU. That needs a lot of information, so I recommend you reach out to us on WhatsApp. I will be sharing our contact information in a few minutes, so everybody can continue to chat with our team and get more information about that, because you have to fully know our MSDT curriculum to be able to match those courses, and you can get advice from a Nexford application specifically about what courses to take to help you in the future to stack up to the MSDT. All right. Let me send more information here to Amanda, who's asking about how long a foundation course would take. So I will give you more information about our foundation course. So it's a course you'll take in fundamentals of business. And this means that instead of just taking 12 courses for the MBA, you'll take one additional course, which is our FND 5000, which is our fundamentals of business course. And this will still allow you to complete your program in 18 months on average or even faster. So, and I say this because Again, everybody has their own pace. The average duration to complete our MBA degree program or any of our master degree programs is 18 months. That is a year and a half. But anybody can finish in a year or even less than a year, and that has happened. We have had learners that completed in just 12 months, 10 months, and even 8 months. So it depends on your ability to take more than one course at the same time. If you take 2 courses every month, you can imagine you can finish in like half the time. So even if you take a foundation course, all that's going to do is add 1 month for you. And that's fine because you have to take the foundation course solo. You cannot take it along with another course. You have to complete the foundation course first and succeed, and then jump straight into our MBA curriculum. So I hope that answers your question, Amanda. It shouldn't affect the the completion period by too much. So let me send you more information here on chat so you can better understand. And this is visible for everybody too, I believe. So if anybody wants to learn more about this, you'll see me typing the answers in the Q&A section for everybody to learn more about. All right. I know we're getting more questions in the Q&A, but I know some other people dropped questions in the webinar chat earlier, which I know I kind of advised against because I might miss it. But let me try to get to those before I jump back to the Q&A. Can I know how many courses I need to take to cover my study? Kelvin was asking. If you're asking about a master's degree program, then that's 12 courses minimum. Amanda, are you also allowed to have more than one specialization on the MBA? Yes, yes, you can. So let me send you more info about that. You can take multiple specializations. You will need to start with one specialization though, and then after you graduate, you can re-enroll in another specialization, which will be taken like a solo certificate. So yeah, let me share that info on chat, and this is for the MBA. I shared that with everybody on the chat. Ty was saying I have interest in an entrepreneur program. That's fantastic. Emmanuel says for the MBA enrollment, my BASC is not business related as stated above. Does this mean I can't start my MBA application for now until I take the business fundamentals course? Technically, when you enroll in the MBA, if it's found that your BSc is not business related, you automatically get rerouted to the business fundamentals as a prerequisite before taking the MBA. So you are technically still enrolling in our MBA. So I don't want you to feel that it means you haven't succeeded to be in the MBA in a way. You have to complete, of course, the business fundamentals course and succeed, right? And pass in the course, and then you can take our MBA degree program. But you can start right away. I don't see why not. You can enroll this month and then take your business fundamentals course next month, and then you'll be en route. You don't have to re-enroll. You don't have to apply again. You're not going to pay another application fee. You're already enrolled at Nexford. You just need to complete the business fundamentals course and then just continue our MBA degree program. Amanda says, shall we get students' emails that would allow us to access the Canvas, or would our current email suffice? You would get student emails. That's a very good question, Amanda. I'm afraid you left the call. I'm not too sure if you're still on the call with us, but it seems not. I hope you do reach out to our team again, but yeah, that is to answer your question. Calvin says, and I would love to know if I can complete this study between 3 months. If you're talking about a degree program, that is not possible. That's too short because there's minimum 12 courses. And if you take 2 courses every month, I think maybe minimum you can finish in 6 or 7 months, but 3 months, I don't think is possible. What other questions do we have? Ray says, what is the max amount of courses you can register for per term? That would be 2. So a term at Nexford is considered 2 months, right? So you can finish, you can take up to 2 courses every 2 months, but you can also finish those 2 courses in just 1 month. So it means every month you can take up to two courses. So yeah. All right. Anonymous says, if I'm already in this study and along the line, I'm not able to make payment on the next tuition fee, what happens? That's a great question. If at any point you feel like you're struggling to pay your next tuition fee, just let our team know right away. And then they can help you see any different payment options. Perhaps you can defer a payment option. We do offer deferred tuition for a limited amount of time. It depends on the program. If you're unable to meet up with the fees at all, you can just simply pause your program. And while you're paused, you're not going to get access to the online platform until you're able to pay tuition again. So you can pause your program. You can take a leave of absence. We call that an LOA, a leave of absence. Everybody has a leave allowance up to 4 months in their master's program and up to 8 months in their bachelor's degree program. If you need an exception or more time, again, something you can communicate with our success team, and they'll be able to assist you with that for sure. So you're not going to pay for any number of months. You're not studying at Nexford and you'll pause your program. Taiwo says, can you share more details on entrepreneurship? Taiwo, if it's all right with you, because we don't have a lot of time here, I'm happy to speak with you further. I host these one-on-one Nexford Virtual Tours. You can also place a call with a Nexford application specialist to talk with you about, what program suits you as well as your career goals. You can also just chat with our team on WhatsApp or send us an email, and we can provide you with all the information needed for entrepreneurship. I will, however, send you some on chat here and send you a link. On our website, you'll find all the info that you need there, as well as the price, as well as the skills that you're meant to learn within our Master of Science in Entrepreneurship, and so much more, as well as the number of courses. All right. Does anyone else have any further questions? I think I've answered them all. I appreciate the 9 attendees still on the call with me. All right. No one has any further questions. I know I've been taking some Q&A from everyone here. Then please don't hesitate to reach out to our team on WhatsApp. I see one from Calvin here. Please, I will want to know if I can complete my MBA study with entrepreneur within 3 months. That's not possible. I'm so sorry, Calvin. That's too fast. It's not possible to finish any degree program within 3 months, and especially for our Master of Science and degree of Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. I'll share with you on chat. It's a little trickier to complete this faster, so let me share this with you in our chat. All right. Okay, guys, I think I've answered all the questions. So if I've missed any, if you have further questions that come to mind, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can book a consultation call at nexforduniversity.com/NXU consult, and then you can speak with a specialist to help match you up with a program, learn more about your career goals and more. Otherwise, you can just send us an email at help@nexford.edu. You can also chat with our team on WhatsApp at this number. I recommend you save it. We look forward to speaking with you further. We hope you can join us in our next intake and start learning with our next batch of learners starting February 1. We're happy to answer any further questions we have. I recommend everybody to jump on our website. You will find it fully fledged with all the information that you need about the programs and the curriculum and the specializations and the cost and the skills you're meant to gain and so much more. But if you'd rather speak with a specialist, this is our contact information, and you can speak with us directly, and we can help you with your application journey and hopefully get enrolled for our next intake. So I thank everybody so much for joining us for this Nexford Virtual Tour today. I know we ran over more than 30 or 45 minutes, but we had some great questions. I was happy to assist everybody. So I wish you the best of luck with your application and enrollment journey. I hope you take this leap and start the next adventure in your career and your educational journey. So thanks everybody so much, and I hope you have a good day or a good evening. Bye everyone.